Hey, what's going on, guys? Big D here, and welcome back to my Town Hall 11 Let's Play. We're going to start it off with a hot attack right here. This is a dead Town Hall 11, so it should be pretty easy to Electrone Lalo. And yes, we are using Electrone Lalo today. I got really bored of just spamming miner, so I thought I would change it up. My camps are all now maxed, so I can actually Lalo properly and have enough clean. Try to take out the queen Electrone. This air defense power, not a problem. Actually, I don't see an eagle on this base. So, go ahead. Pop right there. E-Drag should take out the Sweeper, stops messing with them. We're actually going to track this technique. Probably. Sort of. Go ahead and fall as well. There we go. We'll our king there. And try to get this air defense. Maybe some. We'll probably get quite a bit of value here. Like I said, the base is dead. There's no Infernos to worry about, and he didn't even have. But he has level 10 ward, so he's sort of not engineering, but point fiving, I guess you could say. Which I don't really like to do. I prefer to get my ASAP personally. That's just taking out over half of the base here, I think, with the and the Electro. The Electro Dragon is actually still cleaning up some of the base, so this is the strength of Electro and Lalo. Of course, yes, the base is dead. It was a 10.5. It didn't have an eagle, but still, very strong strategy. And let's go ahead and just start our Lalo. I wait on. I don't think so, but you don't have anything left. Probably just spam everything. Go ahead and no hounds are gonna pop. I don't even. And that one wasn't triple, but I just couldn't pass up the loot. I saw the loot and had to attack it, no matter what the base looked like. It was a Town Hall 11. It was dead, and it didn't have an eagle anyway, even though it was dead. So it was an easy triple for the pretty good loot it has. Go ahead and done. Both hounds still up because there was just not enough base to do any damage to them. I probably could have forced them to pop and delayed my balloons a bit, but no point in that. So 752,000 gold, 690,000 elixir, and 8,000 dark elixir, and then you get the champs 3 bonus in there, 200,000 gold and elixir with 1,200 dark elixir at the end. So that was awesome. Over 9,300 dark elixir at the end of that, and that's what we're really looking for. Really need that dark elixir to get king or queen going. I don't know if I'll be able to get a king or queen upgrade in today. I need about 71,000 dark elixir, I think, to get. Or let's see, yeah, something like 69,000 probably. So I doubt that happens today, but the plan for today is to get the warden going up. He needs elixir, which I already have. And then the other 3 builders, as you can see, I do have 5 builders to use. The other 3 are going to be used on catch-up upgrades. And so that's the plan for today. As you can see, I did get 3 walls done in those. I don't know that I'll do any walls today, depending on how much gold it takes to do these 3 upgrades. I guess we will see. But we're going to go ahead and wait for this request. We're going to try another Electron Lalo. And while we wait on that, I do have a hack to show you. So Electron Lalo triples, really good loot as well. So fully alive Town Hall 11. Both supers are pointing down at this eagle, and that's a really bad thing. Both of your direction. I know some people bait it, but let's be honest, it's just not a smart idea, especially at Town Hall 11. So 574,000 gold, not too bad, but not amazing. But then you get 848,000 elixir and over 9,000 dark elixir. So that's over 10,000 dark elixir with the champs 3 bonus, which I did get after tripling. Okay, so let's see what happened. Now, I sent my Electron in for the queen, and the reason is I didn't think I needed to send it in the eagle. For one, there would be nothing really of value to do with that. They'd probably die off due to Sweeper and the air defenses, so I didn't do that. So the Electro Dragon takes out the queen, gets targeted by the Starting Inferno and the air defense, and he goes down. So I'll start my funnel on the right side, drop the Ice Golem, and another Wizard funnel on the other side. And then we're going to break that Ice Golem in right here. Test Wall Breaker. Of course, I didn't really need the Test Wall Breaker because there couldn't have been any bombs there anyway, but I just like to make sure that nothing is attacking my Wall Breaker, so I can go ahead and test. So Ice Golem pops, and then I send in my heroes. My heroes are going to do quite a bit of work here with this upgrading Archer Tower, and nothing but cannons and the Grand Warden Altar to stop them. They get some pretty good value here before I even start my Lalo. So Baby Dragon's still working through, still has full health as well. Just started getting hit by that enemy, or that air defense, and then he gets roasted. Queen's going to work on the kill, and the eagle does go down. So still going to get a little bit more value. Mortar goes down, and the pops ability cannon goes down. She should get this air defense. Yep, there we go. Air defense goes down. Working on the X-Bow. And then she's going to die out, but then I've already started my Lalo on the left side, so my Grand Warden in with them. Pace both sides in. What is going to go on there? A free X-Bows. I wanted to try to save that Hound, even though I need them to pop. I don't want them to just be wasted. Another haste going into the Tesla farm, and then I believe I'll pop my Warden. Another freeze going over a single and a Tesla, and then I sent these balloons to take out these Archer Towers, so my path works out. So there's the Warden ability hasting into both sweepers and then to the backside air defense. No spells left, but at this point I have a lot of balloons left going into that last Wizard Tower, so even if it takes out all of my balloons, I should be able to take out and do crash damage. And there we go, the last, oh, I forgot, actually, there's still two fences down here. So this actually did get a little closer than I remember, but there are still a lot of balloons left, and they use the part of that haste to get a little closer into X-Bow. X-Bow goes down. Now, some of these balloons will die off of this Wizard Tower, but they're in such separate packs, they were staggered just a little bit, that he couldn't take them all out before going down itself. So about 6 balloons there, helping clean up the base. Minion's going to take out the king, Minion's pup, that is. And then an archer on this top side taking out the archer camp is going to help us clean up as well. So we're going to hit 4x through the rest of it. 20 some odd seconds left, 5% to go. Town Hall does go down. I got all of the elixir, all the loot, and we did triple the space. So we ended up with over 1 million elixir on this raid and over 10,000 dark elixir. And the gold was also a plus, about 774,000 gold there. So that was a pretty good raid. I wanted to share it with you guys because I've been enjoying Electrone Lalo, and I just want to show you guys that it is really strong at Town Hall 11. It's also really fun, and I enjoyed it at Town Hall 10 as well. It's just a super fun strategy and very strong as well. Nice for farming if you're looking for a nice balanced army, because my minor army costs about 365,000 elixir. This one cost me about 200,000 elixir, but also 2,000 dark elixir. So it's perfect to grab both, especially if you're finding bases like I am with about 9,000 dark elixir on them plus. So that's a 7,000 dark elixir profit, and that's well above my minimum, which is about 5,000 at Town Hall 11. So we do have the request ready. We're going to request for the Electrone, and I do have the next army working. And as soon as we get this clan castle, we're going to go out and hit another base. Well, guys, unfortunately, after that first attack, something happened with my audio, and I lost the audio off of the last 2 attacks in the video. So I'm going to do a little bit of a voiceover right here on the last 2 attacks that I did. Now, Sky Lantern here is sitting on 640,000 gold, 837,000 elixir, and 7,000 dark elixir. So we went ahead and hit this base. Now we're going to attempt to Electrone out the Eagle and possibly 2 air defenses here. Now it's going to be a little bit hard to get both air defenses because they are spread and they are going to roast the Electro Dragon pretty easily. But we dropped the raid, we dropped the clone, and we held the clone until after the sweeper was done with us, and then we went ahead and popped the blimp right on the Eagle. So the first air defense goes down easily, but then the balloons start to die off. They get pushed around by the sweeper, and then the Electro Dragon does take out the Wizard Tower as well. And we really want as much slash as we can to go down, as well as many air defenses along with the Eagle Artillery and the Queen. Now on this base, the Queen was upgrading, so we didn't have to worry about her. So we went ahead and started our super portion. Right here, we're going to try to break in at this elixir storage here, and because we really wanted to get this air defense as well with the Sui Hero portion. So we do break in. Queen comes down to help take care of the enemy king, who is rushed, and that's okay because this base is quite rushed as well. As far as walls go, now the defenses they're pretty good for a Town Hall 11. There we go, pops the king's ability. We make it through the Wizard Tower. Now unfortunately, our queen didn't want to go inside and get the air defense that I wanted, so she walked around, and that is okay. So we started our Lalo at that air defense and to distract the sweeper, and then we started our rotation in clockwise fashion. Warden comes down with the balloons. Now this upgrading air defense probably helped us out a bit as well. second hound comes down. There's only one air defense left up, so I probably could have delayed the second hound for a little bit longer and waited for my balloons to get closer to the air defense. But working on through, we popped the Grand Warden's ability. I have one haste to go, one freeze to go, and a lot of balloons left. Only one splash damage left. I sent in a distraction balloon and then hasted through this last bit of defenses with this many balloons. Then I froze the Inferno and the Wizard Tower just to make sure that they went down without incident. So nothing left but upgrading Archer Tower and a double cannon. I swagged the poison over the Clan Castle because I did not need the poison in the attack. And I tried to keep my armies continuously cooking, and I don't want to mess it up by trying to cook in another army and it not letting me, and I had to go figure out what the problem was. So we are going to take down this base with a triple. Our minions finish off the Dark Elixir storage for the rest of the loot. So we headed on back home, and then we obviously cooked up another army and hit another base. So I'm going to show you that right now. Now this guy here has an appropriate name, Triggered, because I was a little bit triggered at how this one turned out. Go ahead and hit play. So I misclicked, or I misused my blimp here, and the path was a bit off to the town hall. It was a little bit higher than I wanted. I really wanted to come through here with the blimp and try to get the Queen, Eagle, and this Inferno out, but that was not the case. I went ahead and let that sweep push the blimp, and then I popped the clone out. Also, I cloned the Electro Dragon instead of the balloon because of my timing, but we get most of the job done. The first Electro Dragon dies, the second one has a little bit of health left, gets a shot off on the Queen, and dies over the Eagle, but the Eagle is so low that the Eagle actually does go down to it. So then we have to start our Sui Hero portion. I was really trying to get in here, but not really. I didn't make an effort to. Wall breaker failed, and I didn't really try, to be honest. I really wanted to get this air defense with my Queen, though, and then I could come in at both Infernos together with a rotational portion of my Lalo. So Ice Golem does die out. Send the King and Queen in. I should send my King and Queen in behind the Ice Golem. The point is for it to freeze defenses for my King and Queen, but I got a little bit lazy there. Froze over the left Inferno, hasted into the right Inferno, and then popped my Warden's ability, hasting through the rest of this base. Now, this is where things fell short. So on the back end, there were 2 air defenses still and a Tesla farm we ran into. And my balloons had to travel all the way up here for these defenses, and they died off. So I went ahead and continued to snipe loot and snipe percentage because I wanted to get as much loot as I could. So let's go ahead and 4x through the rest. They get through the Queen Altar and then start working on the Dark Elixir storage. Dark Elixir storage goes down, and then we run out of time or army. I'm not actually sure. And it may have cut out because I think the archer at the top was still shooting at something. But we totaled out at 434,000 gold, 565,000 elixir, and 7,000 dark elixir on this raid. And that was really good considering I failed with a 72% one. Well, I didn't fail, but I didn't triple, and I got a 72% 1-star on this base. So after that attack, we came on back, and this is what happened. Well, unfortunately, I also lost the audio of the footage that I previously recorded, so I'm having to re-record this as well, and thank you, Will, for the raid spell. The problem is I already did the upgrades. I'm just going to let you know what I did. So I ended up doing 2 wall upgrades, one with gold, one with elixir, and then the rest of the elixir went into the Grand Warden. That's a 4-day upgrade. It was 6 million elixir into that upgrade. And then the other 3 builders I had today were used on catch-up upgrades, which are defenses. The Archer Tower, the Cannon, and the Wizard Tower. So the Archer Tower was 360,000 gold. It was a 12-hour upgrade, and I'll likely put them back down as soon as they get up, assuming that I do have the loot, which I do at the moment, is why I kept what I have, because I wanted to make sure that I had enough loot to put those upgrades back down and continue to get them going, because these catch-up upgrades have been a long time coming, and we need to max out our potential for defenses. So we're going to try to catch those up in 8 hours. The Cannon will be done, and then the Arch Tower will be done in 12. So we did go ahead and spend 4.2 million gold on the Wizard Tower going to level 8, which is 1 level short of Town Hall 10 max, and that's what we're looking to get. So those were the 3 builders that I used today, and I didn't have anything to do in the lab because the healers are still going to level 5 5-day upgrade, or 5-day, 20 hours left in the upgrade, and then we'll be able to find something else to put in the lab. So that's all that happened today, folks. I'm sorry the video is just a little bit different and a little bit weird because of the audio problems I'm having. So I need to figure that out, and as soon as I do, things should go back to normal. I just need to figure out why my audio is cutting out the way it is. But I hope that it doesn't affect you too much. Thank you for tuning into this episode of my Town Hall 11 Let's Play. You were all amazing, and I'll see you in the next one.